Hello there, I'm Beano, and I've just finished this album, All Notes. But I forgot to write an intro. I'm not sure how to start this project, but this'll do.
I robbed myself of many important failures I needed to face. I needed to be told that I was doing things wrong, and then to internalize the idea that I am wrong so that I can change something about how I communicate. Instead, I decided it was everyone else's fault for failing to understand me and kept running in search of someone who would. This world doesn't understand me the way I am, so I need to go to a world that does. I think most of us are coming to media because of the fact that we want that reaffirmation. We want something that's going to put us back on the track towards being ourselves, or whoever we want to be. It's because I felt the need for more affirmation. I needed there to be more shows that tell me something about myself because I feel incomplete. I feel that I'm still waiting for that answer to come. I spent a lot of my youth waiting for someone to come up to me and say, "I get you." Now it's my turn to go out and figure out how I can get other people. Love is not about finding something that reflects you and allows you to love yourself. Loving something is about trying to understand it. Have we accepted mediocrity? Yes, we accepted it from the beginning. mediocrity was always fine. No one is looking for greatness, they're looking for themselves. What I'm concerned about is that we may have forgotten love, that we are so ready to be angry about things not being the way that we think they should be, that we're forgetting to investigate why things are the way they are. There is nowhere to run. Live in this world and play here.
Her bra smells. This car's got all hell, banned from all bars and kicked out the car bell. And that hooker with a jaw bell ain't keep a cheap hooker who's off the hook like Marvel. Top leading lady lover, metal coated raw gear. Stop feeding babies color, she recorded large squares. The odd period squares and God fears. Even when it's rotten, you gotta do the hard years. I wrote this joint about around New Year's off a couple of shots and a few beers. But who cares? Enough about me, it's about the beats. Not about the streets and who's food about to eat. Around my animals, just to kill them cynical. Whether it's animal, vegetable, or mineral. It's a miracle how he gets so lyrical and proceed to move the crowd like an old Negro spiritual. Rappers are stripping males out of work church since they shut down Chippendales.
Like, dude, I swear to God, when I saw that Mad Villain record, I bought it on vinyl. I didn't even have a record player. I bought it on vinyl just to stare at the album. And I stared at it and I just kept going, I understand it. Because, you know, I was a teenager growing up listening to fucking Love Supreme and Miles and Bitches Brew and, you know what I'm saying, and Mingus and Black Saint and the Sinner Lady.
Why did you call the movie Stop Making Sense? Because it's good advice. Because music and performing does not make sense. I don't think you have a very good voice, but you're a singer. How do you do that? The better the singer's voice, the harder it is to believe what they're saying.
catch these hands, catch these hands, catch these hands. Oh, catch these hands now. Oh, catch these hands, catch these hands. Oh, catch these hands, yeah.
Do not be alarmed by the man with the freakishly small hands. He is more scared of you than you are of him. He is only looking for his base.
Come on on, Princess Mononoke. Come on, Princess Mononoke. Come on, pretty girl. If you wanna be the thing I need, then you gotta be who you are. Honesty is all I want, not some fake monster going beyond. And so, then suck the blood out of me, chew me up like a dog. Honestly, just leave me inside is where I ought to be on. Princess Mononoke, come on, Princess Mononoke, come on, Princess Mononoke, come on, Princess Mononoke, come on, pretend girl, if you wanna be the thing I need, then you gotta be who you are. Honesty is all I want, not some fake monster going beyond. And so, then suck the blood out of me and chew me up like a dog. Honestly, just leave me inside is where I ought to be. Oh, now Princess Mononoke, come on, Princess Mononoke, come on, Princess Mononoke, come on, Princess Mononoke. Time for the bridge now. Something endearing about doing something 100% sincerely, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. You know, I think a lot about a conversation James Murphy had with David Bowie, getting LCD sound system back together. And, you know, James Murphy was having some doubts about it, and David Bowie asked him, well, does it make you feel uncomfortable? And James Murphy responds, yeah, it does. Bowie responds with, good, it should. You should feel uncomfortable. And I try to use that as a guidepost for a lot of my music, you know? Making myself feel uncomfortable. I feel like if I never made myself uncomfortable, then I probably wouldn't ever make music. my shoe. Oh, I'll wheel you home. How does that make you feel? The wrong that lives in my shoe. Oh, I'll wheel you home. How does that make you feel? The wrong that lives in my shoe. Oh, I'll wheel you home. How does that make you feel? I can't keep doing this dance with you. Whoa, I can't keep doing this thing with you. Whoa, I can't keep doing this dance with you. Whoa, I can't keep doing this my shoe. Oh, I'll wheel you home. How does that make you feel? The wrong that lives in my shoe. Oh, I'll wheel you home. How does that make you feel? The wrong that lives in my shoe. Oh, I'll wheel you home. How does that make you feel? The wrong that lives in my shoe. Oh, I'll wheel you home. How does that make you feel? I can't keep doing this dance with you. Whoa, I can't keep doing this thing with you. Whoa, I can't keep doing this dance with you. Whoa, I can't keep doing this thing.
I often come to understand a movie through the parts of it that I don't understand.
I'ma cry. That's all right now. Did she? I'ma cry. That's all right now. Did she? I'ma cry.
Can you bring it on? 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 get stuck. We about ready again? I think we are. Okay. Take it Beano. 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 Take it Beano.
Many of us have at least dabbled with classical music on a rainy afternoon, so one might be familiar with names such as Mozart, Chopin, and Satie. To us, this is all classical music, but actually none of those men were even alive at the same time. This is like putting Shigeru Miyamoto in the same category as a person who won't even be born for another 100 years. Thankfully, knowledge of history can be crowdsourced to all of humanity, but even this collective memory has its limits. Over time, the past gets more and more compressed until only the most important points remain. You can think of every classic as a peak on a mountain. The tide keeps rising, drowning out all the lower peaks. As the water gets higher, the average distance between peaks just keeps getting wider. To the casual music listener, most of Mozart's contemporaries, like Salieri, have drowned, and someday he might too. Of course, Mozart's creativity lives on in all the things that were inspired by him, and even if the man himself is forgotten someday, his influence on history will remain immeasurable.
If we can all help the cream rise to the top, then we'll all collectively benefit from better games in the long term too.
Walking into coffee shops with visible scars, swollen hands for punching, couldn't hold on too much. Trembling in my hands, stuttering my words. Has it really changed? Has it really changed? Back when I was starving, hungry for something, I ran through the night in search of a reason, but I wasn't where to. It was what I was running from. You're a friend. You're a friend. You're a friend. You're a friend. Some days it feels like you're almost fixed, and all that it takes is the smell of an old shirt stain on the sheets, and you start to fall apart. Has it really changed? Has it really changed? I still love nightmares I see in my friends. They're always so nice, but I can't let them in. Is it still part of you? What does it mean? Is it still there or just me without seeing? You're a friend. You're a friend. You're a friend. You're a friend. I don't wanna be tethered to this world anymore. Cut my string like a balloon. I'll disappear. Out of sight, out of mind. I'm the only one holding on to myself. Let me go. I'm the only one holding on to myself. Let me go. I'll never be satisfied. 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 It's never enough. 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 I'll never be enough. I'll never be enough. I'll never be enough. I'll never be enough. Do you know? Do you know? You don't know. You don't know. Do you know? You don't know. You don't know. Do you know? You don't know. You don't know. Do you know? You don't know. You don't know. Do you know? You don't know. Do you know? You don't know. You don't know. Do you know? You don't know.
You once said, I think, that drawing is one of the most valuable skills anyone can learn.
Yeah, I think it's totally true. It's and I mean, I think I kind of said this earlier, but the act of drawing is seeing, is trying to see something, and it puts you into a completely different mental state. It puts you into a state of being in that moment for that specific moment and understanding reality in a way that adults are very, very good at not doing. We spend most of our lives kind of getting out of the way of things, trying to remember stuff, trying to get through the day. Certain regrets and problems, mistakes that we made either an hour before or years before come back to us. So we spend much of our time just in this sort of cloud of remembrance and anxiety, but trying to live in that moment is a very difficult accomplishment. I think drawing encourages that more than anything.
What have you learned from him?
From art?
Yeah.
Everything. Pretty much every idea I have in my brain came from him in some way or another, either in sort of from reading his work or talking to him over the years. All of the ideas I have I can trace back to his efforts. So you start to get towards that moment where you feel less inventive or worried that if you try something new, it might not work out as well, which is a bad state to be in. So it's a difficult thing. I look at Frank Lloyd Wright and I think how he reinvented himself so brilliantly every few years. He almost is like he took the one thing he was avoiding in one phase of his work and embraced it in his new work. And I wish I could do that. I try to do things like that, but I'm much too hesitant, I think. So it's my own problem. I guess everybody's just I thought if I tried hard enough, when I was younger, I thought if I just keep going, I'll get to the point where I won't feel this way anymore, and I'll finally feel confident about what I do, and that's just never happened.
You've never?
No, I mean, when I'm done with something and it's sat there for maybe 2 or 3 months, and I look back at it, I think, well, maybe that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I think Brahms said that something doesn't have to be good, it just has to be complete.
Memory is an important thing.
It's all there is. That's honestly, there's nothing else we can grab onto. There's nothing else that doesn't matter. That's the only thing that we can claim as our own. That's how we get through life. Even hearing his voice, about every year or so, I listen to a recorded interview with Schultz that was done by Gary Groth for the Comics Journal, just as a way of sort of centering myself and kind of keeping a sense of what it's really all about.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, 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 hey.
singing, singing.
Singing now, singing now.
Singing now to the microphone with my best friend.
My best friend Noah.
Ooh, I got chills.